Hey guys, Stuart here. Welcome back to our Sheetify channel. Today's focus is to help you get familiar and up and running with Sheetify Projects. This is an all-in-one project and task management toolkit built with Google Sheets and AppScript. For those that don't know, Sheetify Projects is our third Sheetify product next to our popular CRM and bookkeeping toolkits. All my Sheetify products are a one-time payment with lifetime access and updates. Now, before I dive into how you can quickly set up and use Sheetify Projects, what can you actually do with it and what's included? Well, once your account is authorized in just 3 simple steps, which I'll show you shortly, you can start adding projects and tasks which are linked to your projects. And I'll dive more into projects and tasks soon. Then we have the dashboard, which allows you to analyze specific project details and performance. This also shows a snapshot overview of all your projects. Next to dashboard and within timeline, you can view and understand project and task deadlines in a visual Gantt view. This allows you to easily stay on top of your project and task timelines. We also have a built-in calendar view for projects and a Kanban board view for tasks based on statuses. Within Sheetify Projects, you can also record and manage team interactions and send custom emails to your team in just a few clicks. Also, with our email automation feature, which can be disabled or enabled, you can allow emails to be sent automatically when an action has been triggered. For example, when a task status changes, send an updated email to the task assignee. This allows you and your team to stay on top of projects and tasks through email automation reminders and updates. Pretty cool, huh? In addition to these features and tools, you can send tasks to the Google Task app. You can also generate a form for capturing new project requests and more. Okay, so with that quick overview, let's dive back into this Sheetify Projects tutorial. Now you can see Sheetify Projects is locked with view only. Therefore, what we need to do is navigate up to File, then navigate down to Make a Copy, and we want to create our own copy. Go ahead and name this document, and you can call this anything that you like. For me, I'm just going to leave this as Sheetify Projects. Next, you want to make sure that you're creating a copy inside a folder that you own. Simply come down, click here, and if you haven't created a folder specifically for Sheetify Projects, you can simply click on My Drive, and then come down and click on Select. Then click Make a Copy. And just like that, we now have our own version of Sheetify Projects that we can start using. Next, let's configure our settings. Navigate up to File, and then click on Settings. Ensure that your locale is correct, as well as your time zone. For example, if you're based in the US, you want to click here and locate United States. For me, I'm happy with the UK and this time zone. Once you've changed these settings based on your location, navigate down to Save Settings. Then to use all the tools and features, we just need to authorize our account. Navigate up to the Sheetify menu, then come down to Set Up Sheetify, and click on Set Up Authorization. Come down, click on OK, choose the Google account you're using. Then if you get this notification, go ahead and click on Advanced, and then come down to Go to Sheetify Projects. Now don't worry about this because you're creating your own copy, and this is a copy that you own on your Google Drive. It's not connected to any other account because we created our own copy. Okay, so click here. These are all the permissions that you're giving your Sheetify Projects template access to. Navigate down and click on Allow. And just like that, you have authorized. Again, here's a quick start guide that you can navigate through if you like, but I'll take you through everything in this tutorial. Let's navigate over to Settings, and here we need to simply personalize our account. For example, let's navigate up to Task Status. We have cancelled and completed, created, in progress, stuck, and overdue. Now, if you like, you can add your own task statuses in here. And then we have the same for project statuses. You can change these if you like, or add additional statuses. However, you cannot change these statuses over here in the green. Here we can add our groups. So this is where you want to add the labels. This is for grouping your different tasks. For example, do you want to group your tasks by backlog, planning, different phases like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3? How do you want to group your different tasks? Again, we'll talk more about this shortly. You can leave this as default if you like. Then we have task and project priority. Again, you can change these or leave them as default. And then team types. So these would be your different project teams. For example, for me, I have marketing teams, sales, development, and a product team. You can change these or add your own teams down here. Then navigate across. And this is team settings. Here you want to add your team settings. Add your team's full name, their associated email addresses, phone number, then select the team that that team member is assigned to. For example, Francis is part of the development team, and you can add notes here if you like. Navigate across, Here you can change your currency, add your from name down here. This is for email notifications and sending internal emails to your teams. Here you can add the reporting email, and this is where your reports will be sent. We can leave tasks and project email settings as they are for now, and then we can navigate over to projects. Now, as you can see, I've quickly added some projects in here for the purpose of today's tutorial. At the top, we can see projects to launch this week, projects to launch next week, to launch this month, and projects overdue. If we navigate across, you can add your project name, as well as the description of that project. You can choose the assignee, and this is based on the team members that you added in settings. You can navigate across to team, and you can choose the team that this project is assigned to. Now, if you want to change the colors with any of these drop downs, simply navigate down here, click on edit, and then simply change the colors over here. For example, I'm going to close out of here, navigate over to assignee, click here, and change the colors of my team members by navigating over here and choosing the different colors. Once you've done that, navigate down to done and then apply to all, and then close out of this. And as you can see, we've color coded our team members. Then navigate over to start date. This is where you can add a start date as well as a launch date. If we navigate across, you can see that we have a timeline for each of our projects. This particular project here starts on the 28th of December through to the 9th of January for the launch date, and this is 12 days. Here we can select the status. Again, this is based on settings. Let's go ahead and click on active. Here we have total tasks, which is based on how many tasks we have under each of the different projects. Then we have progress, and this is based on the progress of each of the tasks that are linked to each project. Let's navigate across. Now each of these green columns over here are formatted, meaning that they will automatically generate data. You do not need to put anything in here. These columns have formulas. Now, if we navigate across, we can add the planned costs for each of our projects, and the actual cost will automatically generate over here based on our tasks. We can also add our planned effort in terms of how many hours each project will take. And then we have the actual effort, which will be generated again based on our tasks. And then we have completed over here. For example, if I navigate over here and change this task to completed, you'll see the completed date automatically gets added. Then if we navigate across, we can add comments or notes, and then here we can use this column to send emails. For example, if I navigate across, you can see that this particular project needs a review, and you can see that this project is assigned to Sam Smith. So I'm going to navigate across and then click here, and then what we can do is navigate up to Sheetify, come down to send team email, and then locate project emails because we're on the project page. And here we can send these different emails over here. For example, I could send this template, this email to that assignee, Sam Smith, which is an assignee project update request. As the account manager, maybe I want an update on how this project is going and if the assignee for this project needs any help. Now let's have a look at this email. Simply navigate down to email templates, and you can see that email template over here, assignee project update request. Here we have the email subject, how is the project, and the subject is going to pull in the specific project and the assignee. If we navigate up here, we can make changes to the body of that email. And again, this is an email that you can customize the way that you like. And we have all these other different templates that you can customize if you like, or simply use the default emails that we've added. Again, you can find all these email templates under email templates. Next, let's navigate over to tasks. Hey, just quickly before we get back into this tutorial, if you're getting value from this video, please drop a like and subscribe. This means a lot to me and ultimately helps us reach and help more small business owners across YouTube. Thank you in advance, and with that quick note, let's jump back into this video. And these are all the tasks associated to our projects. You can see the project name over here. We can select the specific project. Then we have the group. Remember, we can group our different tasks. Here we can add the task name, the task priority, the task status, then the completion percentage of each of those tasks. For example, this task over here, example task E, is currently in progress and we've completed 50% of that task. Now this information here impacts the project progress over here. Let's navigate back to tasks and navigate across. Again, we can choose the assignee, the start date, due date, and then we have the timeline for each of these tasks, as well as the cost for each task and the effort spent on each task. Then the completed date, comments if we want to add any comments, links, and again we can send emails to these assignees if we like. For example, Carl Rogers, let's go ahead and select here, then navigate up to Sheetify, send team emails, and locate task emails because we're on the task sheet. Then here I can send the individual an assignee update request or an assignee task feedback request, or any of these custom templates that you can customize if you like. And if I click on any of these, the email will look something like this. As you can see, the email is personalized automatically by pulling in the data from our projects and tasks sheet. Again, back here, we can navigate over to email templates, and you can locate those different email templates and add your own email subject as well as email body in here. This allows you to streamline the communication with your team and allows you to save time by using these personalized email templates. Okay, let's navigate back over to tasks. Now what you can also do is click on a task, then navigate up to Sheetify, then Taskify, and we can add a task to the Google Task app by simply clicking here. And as you can see, tasks added to project tasks list. Simply navigate up to the right hand sidebar and open tasks, then navigate up to task lists and locate project tasks. And you can see that task has been added here with the important information like the task name, the project that task is assigned to, as well as the task grouping, the assignee, the task status, and then comments if there are any. We can also turn this into a recurring task if we like, or we can click out of here, and if the task is completed, we can simply click here. This means you can manage your tasks on the go from the mobile app, the Google Task app. Okay, let's close out of this. You can also see a quick snapshot of tasks due this week, due next week, due this month, and tasks that are overdue. If we navigate up to Sheetify, we can also come down and click on Add New Task, and that's going to allow us to add a new task up here, rather than scrolling all the way down and adding a task down below. However, if we want to add a task down below, rather than scrolling, what we can do is navigate up to Scroll Down and click on Go to Last Row. And that's going to take us down to the last row where we can add a new task. The same as with projects. If we navigate over to Projects and click on Sheetify and then click on Add New Project, that's going to allow us to add a new project up here. Or we can click on Scroll Down, and that's going to take us down the page if we have hundreds or thousands of projects. Now we can also enable email automations with just one click. Navigate up to Sheetify and then come down to Set Up Sheetify and then click on Enable Email Notifications. And we can also click on Enable Overdue Notifications. Let's enable this one first. Email notifications set up created successfully. Now, for example, when a status changes for projects or tasks, for example, let's go ahead and click on Needs Review and then click on Completed, automatically an email will be sent to this address, which is the email assigned to this individual that's responsible for this project. And that email will look like this. Hey, the name of the individual. This email is to notify you that the assigned project, and this is the project name, and the new status will be automatically added here. This project is assigned to you and the assigned team will be automatically added here. Head over to Sheetify Projects, which is a link that will automatically take that individual to the projects page. To view project details, thanks. Now, if you want to disable these automations, simply navigate up to Sheetify, come down to Set Up Sheetify, and click on Disable Email Notifications. I'm also going to enable overdue notifications, and you can see overdue email notifications set up created successfully. Now, automatically, when our actual cost goes above the planned cost, then an email automation will be triggered, and that will be sent to the person, the assignee of that project. And the same as with planned effort. If the actual effort exceeds the planned effort, the automation will trigger. Now, to see all your email automations, simply navigate over to Email Templates and navigate down to Email Notification Templates. Here you can see the email subject as well as the email automation body, and you can customize these the way that you like. For example, this is the one we triggered earlier, project status update. When project status changes, this email will be sent to the project assignee. We also have a task status update, and this email will be sent when the task status changes, and that will be sent to the task assignee. We also have project overdue and task overdue notifications. We also have the same for project over budget update and project over hours update. And these emails are automatically sent. Again, you can make changes to the content if you like, depending on the content that you want to add to your email notifications. And we'll be adding more email automations in the future. Okay, let's navigate back over to tasks and jump over to dashboard. This is a snapshot of our project performance. We can simply navigate over here and we can select a project that we want to preview and analyze. You can see that this project, the status is active and the team assigned to this project is the sales team. If we navigate down, we have a start date, the launch date, the completion percentage of this project, days remaining to launch is 0, and overdue tasks. We also have planned cost versus actual cost, and then planned effort versus actual effort in hours. On the right hand side, we have a project's overview, This is a snapshot of all our projects. We have 5 projects that are not yet started, 4 projects that are active, and 1 project that needs review. Then we have current projects based on teams. Most of our projects are managed by the sales team. If we navigate down the page, we have tasks. Here we have active tasks by status, active tasks based on assignees, and active tasks based on group. And then if we navigate down further, we have task status breakdown. For this particular project, 0 tasks with the status created, 1 in progress, 0 stuck, 3 completed, and 0 cancelled. Then we have team performance. We can add a start date, end date, and then select the team member. For example, Katie Stewart, and we can see all their tasks. They have 3. They have 1 completed task between these dates. They have 2 hours spent on completed tasks, total cost, and completed projects. Okay, let's navigate over to timeline. Here we can see a visual timeline of our project. For example, let's navigate up to the project, and again navigate down to Web Design A, and you can see the timeline is generated on the right hand side. You can see that this specific project has a timeline of 2 days and only 2 days left. You can also change this to weeks if you like, and down here you can see key task details connected to this project. Again, we can see a visual representation on the right hand side, and these rows correspond. For example, with this task over here, example task, you can see we have 6 working days. And if we navigate over here, you can see we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 days here, Saturday, Sunday, which are not working days, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we have 6 working days. Again, this is a visual representation of our timeline. Next, if we navigate over to calendar, here we have a calendar view of our project start and project launch. And you can see the current day here is highlighted, and the calendar always starts on the Monday of the current week that you're in. You can see we have 3 projects starting this week and 2 projects launched this week. If we navigate down, we have a bunch of projects that will be launched. Now we can also add a custom date if we like. You can also see project milestones. Again, here we have our current projects, start date, launch date, timeline, and progress. This is based on our tasks. If we navigate down to Kanban board, here we have a Kanban board based on the tasks assigned to a specific project. And here you can see it's based on statuses. These are the tasks that are completed, in progress, and overdue. And you can see details about each of those tasks. Simply select the project that you want to view. Again, I'm going to select Web Design B, and the color you can see here is based on the priority. Next, if we navigate over to team interactions, here we can simply add and manage interactions with our team. For example, let's say that I had an interaction with Carl Rogers. They're in the marketing team, which will automatically be generated. Then let's add the note. Once you add a note and click out of here, you'll see that the time stamp has automatically been added. Now what you can also do is, let's say I'm on this interface, we can also navigate up to Sheetify, navigate down to add interaction, and add an interaction in here. Meeting with Sam, click on yes, and that's going to add the interaction up here. I can navigate across and select the team member, and you can see the timestamp is automatically added, as well as the assigned team. Again, next we can navigate over to email templates. And like I mentioned earlier, here you can customize your email templates, as well as your email notification templates. Now, if we navigate up to Sheetify and come down to set up Sheetify, we can also disable email notifications. These are the automatic email notifications that I showed you earlier. Now, what we can also do is create a project request form. Simply click here, and automatically a response form will be generated. And this is based on your project details. Now, to open up this form, what we can do is navigate up to Tools, Manage Form, and click on Go to Live Form. If you like, you can come down and customize this form to fit and match your brand theme. Now, this is where your team can add a new project request. For example, let's add a new project, e-commerce website, pack 1B. Here I can select who the project is assigned to, Sam Smith, who is the project team, marketing, start date, as well as end date. Then navigate down to planned cost, 1,000, planned effort, 20 hours, and then we can add comments in here if we like, and then click on submit. Let's navigate back to Sheetify Projects, and as you can see, the response has been added in this sheet. If you like, you can navigate down and rename this sheet, for example, project requests, and again, you'll see all your projects in here. Once you qualify a project, you can simply copy the project details by right-clicking and selecting copy, and then navigating over to projects, and then navigating up to the project here. Again, you can navigate up to Sheetify, add new project to add a new row up here, or scroll down, or you can click on scroll down here, and that's going to take you down to an empty row, and then navigate up here, right click, paste special, and values only. And that's going to add those project details in here. If we navigate up to Sheetify and come down to Reportify, what we can do is set up weekly reporting, and that's going to send a snapshot of your current dashboard view to your email, and that's going to send every week on a Monday. If we click on Send Report, in real time, that's going to send a PDF snapshot of your dashboard to your reporting email. And that reporting email you can find in General Settings under Reporting Email. Okay, let's navigate over to Projects. Also, just quickly with the Quick Start Guide, if you've read through this and you no longer want to show this Quick Start Guide, you can click here and then select Hide Sheet, or you can navigate up to Sheetify and then come down and click on Hide Quick Start. And that's going to hide the Quick Start Guide. If you want to show the Quick Start Guide, simply click on Quick Start. And that is everything that we wanted to cover in this Sheetify Projects tutorial, showing you all the different tools and features that you have access to inside Sheetify Projects. Now, if you have any questions about Sheetify Projects or any of our Sheetify toolkits, make sure to pop those questions down below in the comments. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this tutorial all the way through to the end. If you got value, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and that way I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.